What's up, everybody? This is Blake and Levi. We are turn two coming at you with a Coke 600 Memorial Day weekend recap. We were there live in person, in action, rain, whatever you name it, it happened. What's up?
Not much. It was a fairly decent weekend as far as racing is concerned. Um, I give it a 4 to 5 out of 10 in its totality. Some series are better than other series, but it was a good weekend for the atmosphere. But the racing was all right.
Does the did the rain play a factor in that?
No, I have
I
two
thought
points,
the
but um, more mad at NASCAR in a sense.
yeah, for
How,
kind of making up the rules as they go.
yeah, that and doing it for stories.
Yeah, because I mean, we all saw it. We were there. It was lightning, and SVG was in the lead.
Yeah, he was in the lead.
And what's the rule for the 30-minute delay? Everyone's got to evacuate. It happened to me
And
in
it has to
Atlanta
be
last
within
year.
a couple of miles. I mean,
4 or 5 miles of the track, I think. Actually, I
yeah.
think
I mean, a drunk
yeah.
you can throw a football and hit the track. So
I mean, yeah, when we had that lightning delay in Atlanta last year, they made us get out of the whole track.
why do you look like Vince Vaughn with that shaved beard?
I keep forgetting. Every time I go in the mirror, I'm like, oh man,
You got to make sure you're clean shaven before you go back to work.
no, I'm rocking it.
No, I told everyone, every single subcontractor about your beard.
Nah, it'll be all right. Anyways, we were there. We camped out, hung out in the infield, and had a good time. Uh, yeah. I mean, you want to add anything to the weekend experience?
It was people. People were breathing. There was food. There was drinks. Above 21 drinks, or depending on where you're at, above 18 drinks. Um, it was a good weekend. I mean, the clouds cleared themselves up for the cup race, so I guess that was a plus because part of me was hoping that everything was postponed and delayed into the week because I want to see how NASCAR is going to move and shape that. But we already know when it comes to rain, somehow it clears up on Sunday during the race and whatnot. But there
Yeah.
was no, there was a lot of twins out. There was a lot of cowboy boots out, so that was a plus.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to. I guess you can partake in that. I can't.
Oh no, no, legit twins. Like I saw a few social
And they
media.
all had cowboy boots on too.
Yeah, I actually saw a pair of people on social media where there's a lot of female reporters out there reported from the track, whether they had hard passes or whether they were covering the Indy 500. Because I follow for a couple of female creators. It
Yeah.
there was a lot of by twins. I mean, there was a lot of people who were doing the same thing.
Right.
Your cousin was out there in the stands, the one who streams on TikTok. I won't drop his name, but it was a lot of independent reporters, if you will, out there. I don't think we really did any reporting, but I think me and you
Well,
have partaken.
we really couldn't.
We kind of could. We were live from trackside.
We could have. Yes,
Could we
we
have
could
used
have,
that
but
speed theme song? Or
probably
never?
not.
Oh,
Probably not.
could have made up
They
our
would have
own.
came. They probably would have thrown us in the jail there.
Nah, they probably would have just signed us and said we're part of MRN's independent crew. We could have been MRN because we would have had the same background
um.
noise.
So
Shout
tried to
out to
make it
Ricky
to the.
Rudd as well.
Yeah. Uh.
And Michael Waltrip.
Yeah. Hey, Michael Waltrip. We somehow hung out with the Waltrips for a little bit. That was kind of crazy. Mikey was not there, or Daryl, but
They were Aaron's doing business.
yeah, they're in the Aaron's Dream Machine.
What were you about
But
to say? Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say we got there Friday night, tried to make the truck race, didn't happen because the weather. Uh, Just lost my train of thought.
Well, I do want to give a shout out to the true. I have dark humor. The true Rowdy fans out there who stuck with him until literally to the very end. But with that, like I told you, when it happened, it was like losing our NASCAR's version of Kobe, because you can make an argument for him not being number one. You can make an argument for him being number one. You can make an argument for him
Yeah.
having the best personality, best mentality, a modern pioneer of the sport, someone whose name equates to winning, a family of him and his brother both have championships,
Yeah.
and the dedication of also, like you have a family, but then imagine you being a full-time racer, just like the
It's
true
a lot.
dedication. And on top of that, shout out to his wife, because as you can attest, as being a married individual, it takes a village. And
Yeah, it does.
imagine what his wife had to sacrifice to with him, and then kids and whatnot. And then, but he went out as a winner.
Yeah, he did.
Right before he went out, he got another win over Carson Hocevar. So Carson Hocevar's one win is null and void. I throw that out there. Shout out to the Rowdy fans out there. But
yeah,
I'm gonna pass it to you, because I know it hit you hard, because you, correct me if I'm wrong, you can say that he got you deep into NASCAR. I know you're an Earnhardt fan, but that was...
Yeah, he got me really deep into it. When I was a kid, I was a Jeff Gordon fan. I mean, who wasn't a Jeff Gordon fan when they were a kid?
Were you really a Jeff Gordon fan?
My whole room was Jeff Gordon. I had a Jeff Gordon ceiling fan.
Whose fandom would you take away like it never existed? The Junior fandom or the Busch fandom?
I'd probably take away the Junior fandom.
I'm talking about for NASCAR.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Do you think they'll rather have the Kyle Busch fandom over the Junior fandom?
I would.
Who's more important to the sport? I guess that's what I'm getting at. I mean,
well, I mean, I got to see a lot more winning. I mean, I did like Junior when I kind of grew up.
I mean, you grew up in his prime right there down the street.
I did, yes. And then I slowly transitioned to Kyle Busch, which not a lot of people know this, but it was a joke at first, because we would always go to my grandparents Friday or Saturday night. We'd watch the truck race or the Busch race, and who was always winning? Kyle Busch. My dad and grandfather hated it. They hated to see him win. So every time he'd win, I'd be like, oh man, Kyle Busch won again. That's awesome. And it just progressed into, I became a fan, and it just stuck. So yeah, it's weird. I don't know wasn't old enough to really remember the Dale Earnhardt and losing him, but I'm sure it's probably felt the same, because it was weird going to the track a couple days later, and yeah, I might be rocking Hocevar here lately, but it was weird not seeing the 8 car drive around the track. It was odd. Or Kyle Busch wasn't there at all. Really weird.
Yeah, it was. I had a thought, but I had to come to it. I was trying to think of any sports related deaths that I've seen that had me upset or in shock is a better word. But at the same time, I was want everyone to go throughout the waste. I guess no more pain. I mean, I've had what he's had. Well, the beginning stages, the walking pneumonia and all that, and just have a random cough before. But I guess it's just when took him out of his own. But as far as that, he was going for a 70th truck win, and he was trying to solidify himself as the second greatest truck driver of all time. I think if he would have went full time, he could have got a truck championship. I think he would have got 100 wins. If they said, Kyle, you got 3 years, so let's say if he went to trucks for 3 years and was not in the Cup Series, I think he can get those 30 wins. Because then, if he could have did that, let's say 67 cut wins, 65 to 70 cut wins, over 100 nationwide wins, over 100 truck wins. He can make a case for the GOAT because, like he said in his what did he say? Emporium of trophies, the greatest collection of trophies in the world for any sport. I think he had 293 trophies for winning races. So I mean, he just number winning.
Yeah.
So no one can say his career because he has 2 championships. And some
Look,
people say back then
it's
he exceeded.
crazy now. I keep seeing these stat lines. It's just funny how it works, but he's getting the Kyle Larson treatment now. You know, it's saying 234 NASCAR wins plus a random 102 wins that he's won at the local dirt track or whatever. Just the random. So the man's won in every single thing.
That's not even including the wins he got against his brother in the game when they were kids. I'll add those up as well. He probably got a championship. But knock on wood, I know you can't speak to it, but you have a younger brother.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not going to ask you how it would feel, but you always think the older person, the younger person should outlive the older person. So I just want to kind of really would like to get an insight of what Kurt Busch feels on losing the younger one, like take away talent and all that. Just like,
it's terrible. Like, I mean, hang on, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, the younger one's supposed to outdo you and do everything better and greater than the older one.
Like, we know your brother's better than you and everything, so I just want to see what that.
you
can attest to it too. Before we got on here, you said that your brother's better than you and everything, but that's neither here nor there. But at least the family all came together. That's the fact that they were at the track together. But this is where men are made, and this is where you got to battle through it. Life throws different things at you. It's not about what happens, unless it's about how you handle it and the situation. And then, like, you never know who you truly are until you deal with chaos, and then you have to make a decision.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what does his wife do? I mean, she was involved in the racing scene, but at the same time, she has an endless resource, more resources than your phone. You got a lot as far as the racing because you got everyone. It's like extended uncles. You have how many uncles does he have now?
A lot.
I mean, just think
40 plus.
The only thing I can say is similar, but younger. If like Dale Jr. losing his dad and the voices that he had in his head, even though he's already at the Cup Series. But Todd Gibbs said he can talk. Chase Elliott said he kind of relates as far as like the path that he has to take to get there where you're talented and now you have to like separate yourself. So, I mean, everyone in KBM, I mean, what team has the rights to Braxton Busch?
Well, apparently Richard Childress does.
Who do you think? What if Braxton came out next year and said, I want to race for Joe Gibbs? What do you think? If
the 18's coming back.
So that man is either racing an 18 or 8.
I'm just going to put it this way. I know I'm not trying to. It's kind of weird to talk about, but Braxton has a guaranteed Cup ride eventually.
And I think he deserves because, I mean, you can see he put in talent. I watched a couple of races, so, I mean, not to get
he might be, 11 or 12, whatever. I mean, 10. I don't even know how
11,
old he is.
About to be 12.
11.
So, I mean,
there you go.
All you got to do at this point, you got all the resources.
And if it wasn't for his dad beating everybody when they were 16, he'd be able to drive a truck at 16, but now he's got to wait till he's 18.
Well, you as a parent, I know what you want. You want your daughter to have more than what you had growing up. Well, his dad made sure he had more than what he had dedicated. So, I mean, it's almost like the perfect scenario.
Yeah.
But what I did want to hit on is he's gonna win the championship before he retires. That's what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna give you the floor because you don't know where to go after this. I asked you last podcast, who will have more wins this year, SVG or Larson?
We still got a long ways to go.
I mean, what's the win total so far? I mean, SVG was at 7 wins, 6 wins in the last season and a half. And how many does Larson have? I mean, he ain't including no dirt wins either.
0.
So, well, no, he won last year, right? Before the Indy.
He did. He won before the Coke 600.
Okay, so in the last year, it is 6-0 right now. So,
And everything's really fallen apart since he did the double last year. He wrecked in the Indy car and then wrecked on lap 30, whatever, in the Coke 600. Ever since then, and I mean, yeah, he still won the championship, but
who's having a
he ain't
better
gonna be-
year,
he ain't gonna
Larson
be
or
that
Acuna?
lucky. Well, Acuna hit a grand slam today, so
And Larson's top 10 in points. Whose season would you say is more successful?
I'm not comparing NASCAR and baseball right now.
Only reason I bring that up is they're both, well, he's in a slump, and that's a good slump to have. You know, you have a guaranteed ride, and you're not like Alex Bowman couldn't be on this type of street because what are we already talking about? Larson still getting those important finishes. Honestly, speaking of the Larson thing, how would you rank as far as successful season with HMS from best to worst?
I mean, Chase Elliott's got 2 wins.
So Chase Elliott, William Byron, Larson, and Bowman.
Yeah, I mean, Larson finished 5th at the Coke 600.
Would you say it's safe to compare?
And Byron finished 9th.
Would you say it's safe to compare the SEC to HMS this year? Some slight changes have happened, but historically, we know who the best team is. Like, look at the wins that HMS has. They're having their down year. Spire would love to have their down year. Even though
what's crazy is Spire has the same amount of wins Hendrick Motorsports has this year.
Who do you trust going forward to have more? To have more speed consistently.
This is the part of the year last year. We talked about it this past weekend. This is the year, or not part. This is the part of the year where Hocevar had random speed out of nowhere. It started at the Coke 600. It led to Nashville, went to Michigan. Like he had a tear through the summer. So we'll see. And I mean, I know Suarez, they did a strategy call, took 2 tires, held off multiple restarts. So we'll see if they can keep the speed, which I think they can.
Yeah, because we're already them in front row, they're always randomly like first, second. This front row, they may not have race pace, but they have speed.
Zane Smith finished 10th.
He did. He's always I always kind of put Zane Smith and Chandler Smith in the same boat because they both have if you ask me, I think Chandler Smith is more talented than Corey Heim, but that's how high I put him. I put Zane Smith as a super version of Brandon Jones and Eric Jones, whatever that looks like. But as we're not in the midpoint of the season, but we're close. Who are 3 drivers? Who are 2 drivers you're surprised, and 1 driver you're disappointed in as far as this season? Strictly Cup.
I'm just gonna go based off points right now. Surprise. It's not really a surprise, but it is a little bit of surprise. Is how Chris Buescher is constantly running, really good, consistent, good finish. I mean, he's 7th in points. I think that's a decent surprise. Someone I'm disappointed in. Maybe Josh Berry a little bit. He had a win last year. Hasn't really seemed to pick it up.
Yeah.
Noah,
Or
you
like
can
the
put
lack of
Noah
speed.
Gregson in that too.
Yeah. Who's it? Well, I'll give you one more if you want to spotlight a driver.
I'll spotlight. I can't deny it. I'll spotlight Ty Gibbs, 4th in points.
He's pulling his best impression of Matt Kenseth. You don't have to necessarily get the wins, even though you got the win. Just you're there, you finished.
Yeah. I mean, he had top 6. He finished 6th, and another top 10.
They have speed and their pit crew is consistent and they
He
don't make many
has
mistakes.
1 win, 6 top 5s, and 9 top 10s.
He's consistent.
Very consistent.
Spotlight. I'm like you. I'm a
I
spotlight.
mean, that's technically better. I mean, he has more top 10s than Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, it just feels like Denny Hamlin. If you think about it, it feels like
Denny Hamlin is right there on going on a run.
Sorry, I just saw history. It just popped in my eyes. It's almost like you saw Acuna still 2 bases in there. You probably got giddy. But to your point, I want to highlight Chris Buescher because with the rumors that he's replacing Austin Cindric in the 2 car, since he's a free agent this year that everyone's been talking about.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a Toyota team that's not 2311. I'm assuming it's Legacy Motor Club. And Penske are interested in him since, because I remember you told me a couple of podcasts back about them not having, well, as we currently stand, them not having a 3rd charter, have the open charter, and Penske is fixated. Now, as far as like aesthetic, that's a different aesthetic, but like you said, he is consistent.
What happens to Austin Cindric?
Bowman situation.
But he's like tied into Penske.
He can be tied up, but he's not Austin Dillon tied up.
Yeah.
It's like if your dad were for like he had a low position at a place, and then it's not like your granddad is owner of the company. But how would you feel about that? Taking on the 2? Would you say it'd be an upgrade for Penske? Would it cost more?
I don't know. I mean, RFK's running, besides Ryan Blaney, RFK is running better than Penske.
If you're Buescher, do you entertain it? If you're him, do you view it as
I mean, you probably listen to it. Yes, it's Penske. I mean, it's one of the top teams. If you
have to compare this to college football with the teams and quality, where would you compare this to? Like, for a lateral, is it above or is?
I don't know if it's a lateral move. It's like a
Texas A&M to Tennessee or vice versa.
Something like that. Yeah, it's you know what? It's like Texas Tech to Texas.
Well, Penske does have 3 of the last 5 championships.
Texas Tech can compete with
That's
Texas.
RFK.
Yes.
Well, RFK does have 3 championships. Do you view Chris Buescher as a championship guy?
He could be. Equipment? Yes.
Do you view him?
He could be.
If he was in Penske, who would you say has a better chance of winning a championship, him or Christopher Bell? Who do you view more talented in the same equipment?
Christopher Bell has bad luck, so Christopher Bell could dominate a whole race. I mean, he should have technically probably won this race, but caution saved Suarez.
Honestly, you can go back to the Chicago race. He could have won a Chicago race if they didn't change the laps with SVG's maiden race. But honestly, Christopher Bell to me reminds me of this is bad saying a great value version of Denny Hamlin, as far as like they can go down like any racetrack. Where is his weakness at? Like Denny Hamlin, do they have a weak track? No,
I don't think so.
Chris Buescher honestly reminds me of a better version of Bubba Wallace, a little bit, just more consistent. But another driver I'm going to say I'm disappointed in. I'm not disappointed in him. I'm disappointed in the team, really, is Trackhouse with the 87.
Zilic? I was gonna say when you asked me that question, I was gonna say him, but I'm like, it's his rookie year.
No, we can't compare generations, but I think it's just a accumulation of like lack of speed. To me, the car reminds me of call like a couple of years ago when they had a driver go down and drive full time. I was like, they didn't have speed except for certain tracks. Jimmy
I
Johnson finished second
mean,
in points in his rookie year. I mean, Trevor won the race his rookie year. I mean,
Ross Chastain won the Coke 600 last year and wrecked out this year.
That's the wreck is purely his fault though. An aggressive side drafts the last block, but I'm disappointed in Connors because regardless of
that was the Stenhouse incident, wasn't it?
yeah. But I put half it on Connors because hey, you're in a car, you're driving some mistakes. I've been there, and then on a lack of speed, so I'm disappointed in them as a whole.
Yeah.
Another driver that I would say I'm disappointed in is Joe Logano. It reminds me of the only year Denny Hamlin was bad, where he finished like, was it 18, 19 points, 2011, where they're a perennial champion contender.
Yeah.
And they have the speed, but he's 18 points. I think he's minus like 28 or 30, anywhere between 25 and 40 points. I'm disappointed in him because this is technically supposed to be his championship year. We'll see because, he backs his way into there. He's the better version of Chase Elliott. I'm going to back my way into the championship fight. But then last time I drove, I really have to highlight Chase Elliott because he's just being himself up there in points, just consistent. You would think he's ahead of Ryan Blaney in points or Denny Hamlin in points, but he's not. Shout out to Austin Hill though, being able to jump in the car, and this is your chance to prove you can get a full ride next year in a Cup Series.
Yeah. I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Because if he does good, what did they move the Kyle Busch owner points to? And does it still stay with the car, even though it's a different number?
I'm looking at it now. I don't know.
Because they removed him from points this year.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't even see Austin Hill on here on the points.
Does Austin Hill pass Alice Bowman in points?
No.
Does he pass Cody Ware? No, I think Austin Hill will finish ahead of Connor Tillett. He will get close. He'll finish top 30 in points.
Probably.
Yeah. What topic did you want to hit on? Did you want to hit on highlight anything from the other series or?
I mean, Ross Chastain won the O'Reilly race.
Are you gonna get a championship to Justin Allgaier?
Yeah.
When they crown it and then just let him practice.
I mean, the only competition I see him having is
himself, reckon.
That, or if Jesse Love gets on a tear, or if the Cup guys keep coming down and winning the races. That's it.
I have a dark horse, but I need to see this weekend before I say it. It's going to be a little out there, but that's insane. It's like back-to-back championship because there's never been a three-time O'Reilly Series champion. Correct? Like back-to-back-to-back.
I don't think so.
So look at the rare air Justin Allgaier being. Who are the back-to-back champions in O'Reilly history?
Martin Truex
Jr. Reddick?
Yeah. Reddick. Yep, Reddick.
Well, Daniel Hamlin destroyed one guy.
For some reason, I feel like a Matt Kenseth has done it, probably.
Yeah, so...
Or like did Kevin Harvick ever win one?
No, didn't didn't Clint Boyer win the Xfinity championship?
Yes, he did.
Kevin Harvick? So I forgot he was a champion like that.
Yeah.
With all those back-to-back champions, where would you put Justin Allgaier in that tier? Or actually, O'Reilly Series all time, where do you put him? If he wins his championship and have like 5 more wins?
It's so... It's so weird because those three guys we just named all went on to be pretty successful Cup guys.
You can treat it like college football. Tim Tebow in college versus Tim Tebow NFL. I mean, do you think O'Reilly version is better? There is another guy, but do you think Justin Allgaier is better than Austin Dillon in the second series? I like that version.
Yeah.
Martin Truex, I think I have Martin Truex. I have Martin Truex number one. We take out Kyle Busch. That's a little different.
Yeah.
I have Martin Truex number one for our champion because if he was in that car, he was going to do good. I don't know. It's going to be weird. It's going to be some, just like when people talk about NBA with SGA, it's going to be strange conversations. There's going to be a couple of strange conversations coming up in NASCAR as far as where you rank drivers. Because honestly, if we get to go on the conversation part, is Larson a better Cup driver than Rusty Wallace?
How many wins they got?
I think 56-30. Like, if they were in their prime, who would you rather sign? I know cars are different. Or is Larson better than Mark Martin? It's some conversation with Christopher Bell. Is he Chase Elliott's going to have some strange competition because Chase Elliott or Jeff Burton? Who are you taking? Forget the championships.
I'm taking Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott or his dad?
Oh, I'll take Wild Bill all day.
See, it's. Do you think the Hall of Fame is fair? Or would you make a change to the Hall of Fame?
I think it's been pretty fair.
Because just like in other sports, when you have a player who's
it's not like MLB.
That's a little different. I think
there's a lot of politics in that one.
The people that didn't even be voting were like 7,000 years old.
Yeah.
Because you think about, let's say you have a driver. If forget about pioneers and Q3, you have a driver that's had 9 wins in the championship, just had a bad personality you love back in the 70s. Now you have a Chase Elliott with a championship and more wins. Then it's a generational thing. Like, how do you compare? With that being said, how would you do Kyle Busch?
He's a first ballot.
Do you just make him by himself? He's automatically in the Hall of Fame posthumously, if I'm saying that right? Or do you lump him into the class where they have to vote?
No, I think you still got to let them vote, but it should be unanimous. I mean, if they were to do the voting right now, it should be unanimous.
What if it's not?
Then whoever didn't vote needs to be punched in the face. Just like whoever didn't vote, Derek Jeter unanimous.
Or Ichiro.
Ichiro.
No, sorry, not Ichiro. Ichiro what? Ken Griffey.
Yeah, like those people right there are.
Your face should be right, like how you see it should be right there for you to see.
Well, like I don't know if you listen to the BBC, they said the same question. Freddie was like, whoever doesn't vote Kyle Busch unanimous needs their NASCAR hard card taken away and banned from all tracks.
Just to play with that, Paul's what if it's like a prominent figure? I'm not gonna put no names out there, put that on the jacket. What is a prominent figure that you can't really take their heart? Only people that I would say that wouldn't vote Kyle Busch is people who used to run NASCAR, whoever, people in the higher place that didn't like him. But
yeah,
I think you need those people in your sport because with him gone, who are 3 personalities? They don't have to be the same as him that you can trust for or speak up if something's happening in regards to the racing. Like, I don't like that.
Well, Denny Hamlin's always going to say something.
He probably saying something right now. You don't like the way they drive on the track.
Denny Hamlin, I still think you look at the veteran guys. Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Brad Kay. I don't really see any of the younger guys really hitting that role yet.
Who would you say the 5 leaders of the garage are, drivers that you would say? I know you got Denny Hamlin, Brad Kay,
I just chose
Logano.
3 of them.
Yeah.
The other 2.
I don't know if it goes on seniority, maybe the way they carry themselves.
Maybe. I I don't know who the other two would be. I feel like those are the three core guys.
Does HMS have a leader in drivers, or just four good
No,
drivers?
their leader is Mr. H and Jeff Gordon.
And Chad Canals.
Yeah.
So I think that's where HMS is not lacking. But someone else I would say Eric Jones, because I think he
Michael McDowell. He's got the dad vibe.
When he was sponsored by the Weed Killer, I was like, that's the most dad. That's like you being sponsored by what's a dad sponsor you can have? Quick Right. Sounds like Jane, just some random dad stuff, but lawn care. But I think it's those five guys. I think when you have, it can be too many Indians and not enough Chiefs. Not saying that you're better than someone, but just leadership. Because if NASCAR is a breakaway and has their own drivers association.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought of something really morbid. Sorry. It's one of the morbid jokes. Do they take Kyle Busch out of the NASCAR driver group chat?
We didn't see Kyle Busch left.
That'd be weird.
I had another morbid joke, but I'll text it to you because it's based off what Kyle Busch said in the press conference after the truck win. I guess there's no more of that for him.
Yeah, I guess not.
But him and his wife did go out as a winner. I'd be interested to see how his daughter grows up.
Yeah.
Because you can see with a lot of families when certain people die, like the direction they go. But I do like the community effort. I'm starting to see Roger Goodell things with Steve O'Donnell, or meaning
you can see a change, like something's different.
Just more hands-on.
Yeah. Well, and I think that might be why I know a lot of fans are kind of mad about it, but the lightning thing. Maybe he was like, let's see what it does. Let's run some caution laps, and if it moves out, it moves out. Let's keep it rolling.
My disdain for that was strictly from the fans' perspective.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, because your guy was in the lead. I would have been the same way. In the lead?
How would you have
been the same way? Yeah. Like, where's the caution? Where's the red flag? Let's throw it.
I'm going back to the track. I'm mad about this. Is there any driver that was leading? Is there two drivers that were leading where they wouldn't have done it? They would have called it immediately. Chase Elliott, I think would be one.
Chase Elliott, 100%. And probably Reddick just for the story. Oh, he's got six more. He's got six
wins. If Denny Hamlin, they would have definitely.
Oh, if Denny Hamlin was in the lead, they would have tried everything in their power to run those last couple laps.
They would have waited for the single person to pass them. Yep, there we go. And it would have been the closest. It would have been the closest loss in a rain-shortened race for Denny Hamlin.
But anything else from Charlotte?
One more thing. I want to know how the second Charlotte race will be, because one, I have a question for you. Two questions. Do you think the weather will be better in a normal sense? I know there's an outlier. And do you think that has a chance to be a better race, similar to early Bristol and late Bristol? And can you do that race on a Saturday night? There you
go. Do I think it'll be better? No, because the Coke 600 is the Coke 600. They could have ran single file all night long. I don't care. It is what it is.
The Daytona 500 versus the Coke 400.
I mean, but yeah, there might be a little bit more of a factor in tire wear because it's cooler,
or storylines.
It
can be a bad race
because it's going to be in the playoff or the chase.
Are we going to that?
I cannot do that. That's a Sunday day race.
You can literally pull that.
I could, yes, I could, but I'm not.
If Oswara is in the lead in the points, you'll find a way to be there.
Yeah, probably. But other than that, Coke 600 always puts on a good show. The whole weekend is great. And we'll be there again next year.
Last thing I have to add, where do you rank, so you can carry on to the next thing, where do you put the Coke 600 based on your last two times going as far as a tier? I know it's kind of lopsided because you haven't been in some tracks, tier as far as the races to watch. or to
Well,
go to?
it is a long race. Yes, it is a long race. Yes, they didn't really pass, but
I
that's
don't.
kind of odd.
I didn't
It's
even
kind
think
of
about that.
odd. It is kind of odd how this mile and a half doesn't really pass, but the other ones do. I don't know if it's a lot of guys just kind of settling in because it's a long race, but I don't know. I don't really know how to rank it. It's just like one of those. It's one of those you got to experience.
I guess I have one more question. Speak to a person that for the Coke 600, the viewpoint of watching it on TV, the viewpoint of watching it in the stands, and the viewpoint of watching it in the field. Take it wherever you want to with that.
Okay, so I'll break it down. Obviously, if you're watching it at home, you're getting way more info, especially with since it was Prime. Prime does a phenomenal job giving you everything you need, so they do have that. But I'm gonna put it behind sitting in the stands. Sitting in the stands is number one, especially if you have a scanner. If you have the scanner, you're good to go. You know, you still kind of know what with MRN, you know what's going on. Uh, I liked sitting in the infield. It was definitely different. I still had the scanner with me, but the only thing I didn't, you couldn't hear what was going on the front stretch for the pre-race stuff. So we had no idea. That was my only really complaint about it. But
I
other
think
than
they
that, it
messed
was
up the audio
probably
because I didn't hear them saying the call to green. I didn't hear none of that.
so. But seeing them come down the backstretch going into turn three, letting off the gas, hearing the backfire, like I mean that was cool. It was a cool experience.
For
Will I do it
me,
again? Would I do it
yeah,
again? Yeah, probably.
for me, as far as like if I want to purpose scenario, I have everything I need. Infield number one, stands two at home is like doesn't mean that's bad because
The only the only thing I like about the stands, I can see everything. If I sit, I like to sit high up. I'm not into sitting down low. I don't like.
you don't want to see everything.
I want to be sitting up high. I don't care where we're at. I want to see everything. I want to see my guy go around the track.
Last year, the leaders were passed. I did not pay attention to who. I couldn't tell who was leading what. Besides the William Byron run off the turn forward, I was following my car the entirety of the track. Like, oh, he's
Yeah.
going out there again, lose. But for me, number two with the Center Sands is great. It's amazing. But number one, would it being a long race, you can do a whole bunch of
Yes.
things. It's like the better version of being at home, and you can occupy yourself with food, partying,
Yes.
cabo boosting twins. And then you can go up and get a scenic view. If the weather's good too, you can see everything. So
Yeah.
you can dibble and dabble in everything. And the restaurant's right there. So as far as not seeing the racing is better, because I agree with you with sitting in the stands.
It's just a different overall experience.
Being inside the field, it's like being in an open world game. It's like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. But
And plus, Charlotte's got the big ass screen on the back stretch, so if you do go to the concession stand, you still see everything that's going on.
But what I would, so we can go into Nashville, what I would want to know is, I want to experience all three, going back the last 40 years, all three things and see what it's like. I want to see what the 80s and what do you think the 80s infield was like?
It's probably a different world. Hell, even the 90s.
90s, I mean, it was completely different. I mean, yeah, but Nashville, it's your favorite track on the schedule, I know, because you always talk about it, you have a tattoo on your back, I guess. What are your
It's a wannabe mile and a half, but it's not a mile and a half.
Talking about the Nashville Super Speedway?
Yeah.
What do you expect?
It's a night race. It's a Sunday night race.
I'm so excited for that, man.
This is what's so. Every race for all three is a night race, which is cool. Whatever. Hey, Friday night trucks, Saturday night O'Reilly, Sunday night Cup. Will I be staying up and will I make it to the end of that race? I don't know. We'll see. because I got to get back in the groove of things and get back to work
Oh, I know you're
Monday.
looking forward to that day after that. You might have the red carpet out for you.
Especially with all the emails I've been seeing today. But anyways, I don't know. Nashville, I don't really get excited for it. It's one of those. It's probably in person. It's probably a really great track, but
They have
on
a lot
TV,
of things outside the track.
Yeah, but for TV, it doesn't really do anything for me. It'll probably be like a Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick type of day.
We'll see. You got any paint schemes you like?
Yeah, let's jump into them. Actually, let me get back to them. We will start with. You want to start with trucks first?
Every time I'm ready for that was when you always start. If I'm ready for trucks,
always starting backwards.
I'm gonna start with O'Reilly. Yeah, we can go to trucks. You can go first.
All right, for the trucks paint scheme, my favorite one is. Give me a minute here because I was not prepared because nothing really stood out for me. I'm going to go. I don't know, dude. None of these really look ready. Nobody really looks good. I'm gonna go. I'll go Frankie Muniz. There we go. That one looks cool.
I'm going to rush that scene with the watermelon because that looks nice, despite all the memes. But he's gonna pass up the watermelon at the end.
For O'Reilly series, I'm gonna go Harrison Burton's Bulliva's Restorations car. That looks pretty. I like it's red and black. Can't really mess that up a whole lot.
Go with Kyle Larson.
No.
For me, I'm going with Jeremy Clements with the Alliance 51 car. The old dirt track Cody Ware throwback. Just playing with that, but.
Oh, and shout out, I know we didn't do a paint scheme review last week, but for the O'Reilly series, Jeremy Clements with the throwback Dale Earnhardt scheme was sick going around that track.
I think I had said something different on the trail, but I don't know if that was because of the drinking that was involved.
Yeah, I think it was. You said that car looked ugly. No, that thing looked good in the lights.
You know what? I think it did look ugly because of the car model. If it was on the old Lumina, that'd be completely different. Who are you going for the Cup Series?
I'm going to go easy. Ricky Stenhouse doing the NOS throwback to Kyle Busch. Easy. That's it.
I'm going to 97. See,
Shocker.
Shocker. Preferably I like on a rush that scene because of the one, or it's something about that paint scheme because I don't know why it reminds me of I do know why, but Roadhouse. Roadhouse, yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
And we're gonna do one honorable mention each, I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Bubba's Hardee's. I like that. That's
I'm
clean.
Surprised you didn't go for your ace in the hole for either one of those.
I always pick that one, so I just got to change it up.
Wait a minute, whose shirt are you wearing? Wait, you're not going to choose it? I didn't even know you had that shirt. I just said, let me just see.
Look, I pre-ordered this shirt immediately after Talladega. It showed up Saturday when we were already in Charlotte. I was like, wow. Actually, no. It showed up Friday, and I didn't check the mail. So,
for me, I'm going with Zane Smith. It's something about the money green and the black. Now, I know we only said one. I would have gave the honorable mention to Ryan Priest, but like someone on TikTok who does livery reviews, RFK struggles with the hood. They never have it the color that you need.
They always put a white hood. Yeah. Another one. I know the Ryan Blaney one looks pretty good, even though he's a week late on the American scheme, but whatever.
The person who finished third on my total paint schemes is Chad Fincham. I love that 66 paint scheme. It's something about it. But yeah, go to turn 2 picks.
Yeah, let's get into it. Some turn two picks. I have no idea what the score is. I haven't really been
How many
keeping up
races
with
have you
it.
raced?
13 or 14, I think.
14. So 8-4 is 8. It's 8-5.
8-5. You
8-5
won?
of 13. I think I won one random week. I won one random week because you
I
went off.
won this past week.
So it's
So
not.
it's
It's 9-5 then, because you had a
yes.
streak of like 8 in a row.
Yes, it's 9-5. We're going to Nashville. I'm assuming we're doing Cup first.
No, we can do trucks.
Of course, you switched it up on me. Okay, truck race. Let me see who's in this.
Wow, that's a surprise. I didn't know he was in that 77.
Oh wow, whoa! And Rajah's in the 7. I'm gonna go Rajah. He won this race last year in this truck.
I'm going to watch that saying in
Okay.
Nashville. Were you going for the O'Reilly? Oh, no, never mind. You can already go ahead and choose your person.
I can't pull up the entry list. I don't NASCAR.
I'm going off the paint schemes.
I guess Kyle Larson.
You on Kyle Larson?
Yep.
I'm going with Taylor Gray.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, here we go. For Nashville, the Sunday night race.
Can you run a high side at this track?
I don't think you can. I'm going to choose, since I won last. You know what? I'm going to go. Have I picked it? Man, I don't know. I'm going to go. Yeah, I don't know who to choose. I'm going to pick Christopher Bell. That's who I'm picking.
That's who you're going with?
Yep.
For me, Austin Hill. If we had the chance to win this race.
Wow. Okay, I just wasted a pick.
You didn't, because I think RCR has speed, and they've been having speed. I was going to choose another driver, but since you said they couldn't really run the high side, I couldn't. He finished 13th in stage 2 last year off of just speed. Yeah, I'm going to go. No, I'm going to switch it. I'm not going to go Austin Hill. I'm going to switch it.
Yeah, you better switch it.
No, watch it. He's going to get a top 15 finish in here, and I think that's all you need to beat Christopher Bell. Can you mind? You got my list up?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, can you go off that real quick?
Jimmy Johnson, Suarez, Chase Elliott, Reddick, Blaney, Bubba, Briscoe, Stenhouse, Hocevar, Byron, McDowell, Gibbs, Austin Dillon.
Brad K.
Brad K. I almost picked him.
How many more races to the in-season tournament?
That nobody was talking about again?
Yeah, they should make that 100. They should have made that 100 playoff points. You made the playoffs.
Won 4 races.
In the first one at Coronado?
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh?
The first one?
No, it's at Sonoma.
So, hold on. The first 2 tournament races are road courses.
Hang on. Yes. No. It's Sonoma, Chicagoland, Echo Park, and then North Wilkesboro.
Oh, Sonoma's after San Diego.
Yes.
Okay, we're about to see. They should raise the stakes. So they should make it to where like instead of $1 million, $5 million to the winner, playoff points. They should just make that.
Yeah, hang on. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Well, that's about all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Charlotte was cool. Nashville's next. Future races we're potentially going to. Obviously, the Atlanta race. There is talks of going to the Southern 500. And I just got asked about going to Bristol Night Race. So,
playoff race, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Real quick on that. When you go, I'll be interested to know if you're gonna like camp closer if possible. I wanted to have that option.
When you say when I go, I mean you're obviously going to go.
Well, I'm just speaking to it because you just brought it up and we haven't asked yet. Can you camp closer in Bristol? Can you camp closer in Bristol?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Because that reminded. That's like we're gonna be.
We only did it that way because we had so many people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was our first time there. We didn't really know what was going on.
I want to see how close. Obviously, can't do it in the infield.
And obviously, Talladega. I mean, that's a given. So
we're camping that.
Well, stay tuned for the next one. Be looking out for all the clips and cool stuff on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and you name it. It's there.
Yep. Tell your grandma.
Yep. Tell them later.